Hi everyone, Dee here from Arts with Dipti Lamba. So this week we are exploring the Rajasthani traditional art forms, and there are five schools here. There is the Mewar School of Painting, the Marwar School of Painting, the Bundi Kota School of Painting, the Kishnangarh School of Painting, and the Bikaner School of Painting. So, day before yesterday, we did a painting from the Kishnangarh School of Painting, where basically they have paintings of women with longer noses, and they're basically paintings of Radha and Krishna, because the ruler of the time was totally devoted to him. I talked about Bani Thani, his queen, the decked out queen, and how she still has a presence in modern times through the Indian postage stamp. You can have a look. It's called Bani Thani. But today we will be discussing, I made my notes, Bundi Kota School of Painting. Now, Bundi is a small town uh, near Kota, which is a modern city. And when the Rajputs came under the Mughals, Akbar sent the rulers of Bundi to govern Banaras. Banaras is next to Varanasi. And there was a lot of interaction between the artists of the Mughal courts and those of Bundi, which led to the artists forming a school, an atelier called the Ragmala. I think it's called, yeah, the Ragmala series. And that image over there is part of it. You can see the Persian influence coming in. The Mughals were influenced by Persian art, and in turn, the Rajputs basically were influenced by the Mughal art. So, Persian, Mughal, Rajput art, you can see the interplay of three cultures happening. So, the artists here basically liked green landscapes. They liked the pavilions. Like you can see, the pavilions are very romantic. Couples were shown, and basically dense foliage. There were also water features, peacocks. It was a celebration of art in the various forms. So let me show you another few images from the books. Uh, Let me just move this out of the way and pull that big book that I got from the library. This one. It's got some lovely pictures from the Bundi Kota period. So as you can see over here, that's a Rajput. That's Maharaja Ram Singh. And you can see the Mughal influence over there. He's dressed like a Mughal ruler uh, from Akbar's court. And this is the Bundi Kota period. If you can see, there are couples sitting in a palace, and there are pavilions over here. It's a night scene, and over here there are two women who are discussing something. There's another pavilion here. There are birds over here. It's very intricate. I'm sure this took them months on end to make it. And there is the kid. There is Arjun Singh of Kota admiring a horse. Okay. A horse. And if you see his face, it has a Persian feel to it. So you can see the interplay of various cultures happening, the changing face of India under the Mughals. So today I was thinking we would do this. Is there something like this? We would paint a girl with peacocks. I did something different yesterday, I wanted to show you. Sorry about Sweet Pea at the back. I did this painting, and as you can see, I played around with the proportions. It was a little hard, but it was again from one of these paintings. Is it from here? Yeah, here. This was my version of it. Yeah, the hands, the arms. This is way too elongated, but this was fun. So maybe in future I will do a painting like this. I really like the expressions. The goal is not to copy it exactly, but to let your voice come through, right? So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing this was the Pahari art. So Pahari art was quite similar to the Rajasthani art. from the hills of Punjab. Punjab basically, now what we have as Himachal Pradesh was part of Punjab. Punjab actually spanned well into the regions of Pakistan as well, Pakistan and the foothills of Himachal. But history happens, things get divided, we move on. And this was also from the Kota period, the Bundi Kota period. This painting is called, I think, Gauri. Yeah, this painting is called Gauri. Again, they use gouache, watercolor paints, opaque watercolor paints. So this is the one I'm going to take inspiration from today and draw. So come along with me. I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to move my face out. Okay. Tomorrow we'll do. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow I will paint Radha and Krishna. And see, maybe from the Mewar style of painting. I'll take my inspiration from that or the other one. Mawar. Okay. I took my notes here. So I'm going to paint here. So when I look back, I remember that I painted on that side. Okay. Lady with peacocks. Now I have to come up with my own composition or do this composition itself from the book. Not this one. This one. Okay. Too many things. Alrighty. Let's get to it. So there you go, guys. You get the gist of it. Uh, wow, I'm tired. It's turned out well. I mean, I've spent, wow, 2 hours on it, as usual. Um, so, not the color palette that I would have chosen. I mean, it's basically in these acrylics, I don't have earthen tones. I will have to make my own more liquid acrylic pens, which is a lot of effort. I may or may not do it. I probably won't do it. But you get the gist of it. I got most of the colors down, and I think it's quite pretty. To do it in one sitting is a lot. Tomorrow, then we will do, I think, the May. Which one? We'll do, there are two of the same sounding schools, but which are different. There is Mewar School and Marwar School. So I'll have to decide which of the two I'm going to work from. If it's going to be Krishna and Radha, I might do the Marwar School. I'll see. I'll decide. But this was that other one, and this is this one. This is more sedate, I think. And my phone's running out of battery, so I need to get going. So until tomorrow, be good, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.